Hello, my dear friends. I'll be talking today about spontaneous termination of pregnancy. If you recall, I'll be talking about termination of pregnancy, miscarriage slash abortion for about 4 weeks now, and I'm almost bringing it to a close. So I'll talk about the spontaneous termination of pregnancy and the series that can occur from a threatened miscarriage up to a complete miscarriage. I'm going to talk about all of that today. And I think at the end of today's session, we would have done justice to the entire topic of termination of pregnancy, miscarriage slash abortion. And if you've missed the previous episodes, you can go back and watch all of those things again. So today I'm talking about spontaneous termination of pregnancy, which is when pregnancy comes to an end before the age of viability of that pregnancy, or pregnancy is at risk of coming to an end before the age of viability, and it can occur from a threatened miscarriage, which is when a woman who is pregnant and starts bleeding before the age of viability is attained. That is a threatened miscarriage, and there are numerous causes of it, which I'm not going to go into the details of it. But a woman who is pregnant should not bleed. It's very important to understand that. If a woman is pregnant and before she gets to 25 weeks in some parts of the world, or 28 weeks in parts of the world that don't have very good neonatal services, and she starts bleeding, and there's no accompanying pain at that point in time, or maybe slight abdominal pain, the woman is likely having a threatened miscarriage. And it's important for that woman to present to the caregiver so that she can have proper evaluation to see if it is a threatened miscarriage, or if it has progressed from a threatened miscarriage to an inevitable miscarriage. What does an inevitable miscarriage mean? An inevitable miscarriage is a diagnosis that is only made by the caregiver. You only make that diagnosis of inevitable miscarriage if you've done an evaluation. So if a woman is pregnant before the age of viability and she's bleeding and she goes to the hospital to receive care and she's examined, and it's found out that in the process of that threatened miscarriage, or that process of bleeding in pregnancy, the mouth of the womb, what we call the cervix, has opened up, is no longer closed, then that situation is an inevitable miscarriage. If in the process of that miscarriage or that bleeding in pregnancy, some products of conception, parts of the baby that is formed, has already started coming out, that stage of miscarriage is called an incomplete miscarriage. It's important that when a woman has an inevitable miscarriage, as the name implies, that means that the miscarriage is definitely going to end up with complete termination of the pregnancy, because at the stage of inevitable miscarriage, when the cervix is opened, particularly when the products have started coming out, there's nothing you can really do about it. That process will likely progress and completely empty out the pregnancy. So when the cervix is open, the woman is having pain, and the products of conception have started coming out, that is inevitable. When the products of conception start coming out, that is incomplete miscarriage. Then when the cervix is open or the cervix is closed and all the products of conception have come out, that is complete miscarriage. I also want to talk about missed miscarriage. That is a situation where a woman is pregnant and she never bled, but in the process of checking her pregnancy, you discover that pregnancy is not progressing, and there's no fetal activity, no fetal heart activity, and the fetus is not growing, but the woman never bled. That is called a missed miscarriage. And these are the different shades of miscarriage or miscarriages that you can have. And it's important that whenever you bleed in pregnancy, please go to your caregiver to receive care. So till we meet next time, bye and take care.